The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, they've started the season on an extremely upbeat note, winning 8 of their first 9 games. They've been solid in just about every aspect. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole.
And it's the Jazz coming in from out of town in this one, an interconference game today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Heat trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Miami. It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played.
And you know, for the Heat, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
Well, I tell you what, they better not wait around too much longer. If they keep piling up the losses, all the time in the world will be of no help.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Exum and Burks, their backcourt, and it's Banks in at the 3.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Over to the left wing. Favors passes to Banks. Dishes it to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Favors. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Heat shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he's good on the second. And here's Exum. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Here's Banks. Again, the Jazz score.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Dragic dishes to Bosh. Deng kicks to Whiteside. From down in the low post, it goes. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Favors sets the pick for Burks. Feeds it to Banks. Kicks to Favors. Releases from 15, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Favors has got his second basket of the night.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Whiteside a screen. Dragic the pass to Wade. Banks with the block, and they get it back. Dragic gets the bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Favors dishes to Exum. Here's Banks, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
So he gets them both. Miami trailer. There's the dish to Whiteside. Wade drives in. Wade double team. Dragic with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now the pass to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Outside Banks. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Favors. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Dang gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now here's Exum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Banks kicks to Burks. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The Miami Heat come into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that. And they are cooking, on fire right now, really flowing well.
Whiteside sets the pick for Wade. Gobert pulls it in.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Move the ball.
Banks against Dragic. Banks kicks to Gobert. Exum with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Wade with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Wade passes to Bosh, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to...
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Magic.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you... feel good as a group.
Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Winslow is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He finished with 33 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Here's Whiteside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Alec Burks checked in for Gordon Hayward. Favors dishes to Banks. Favors with the screen. It's Banks with the drive. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Bosch kicks to Winslow. Pass to Bosch. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Banks kicks to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Favors. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Give it up for your Heat Nation.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Favors. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Jazz trail by 4. Exum kicks to Favors. Dang against Banks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
To the inside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Puts up the baby hook. And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Dang. 9 points for Chris Bosch.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Burks the pass to Banks. He kicks to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Burks. It's hauled in by the Heat. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if...
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, a very nice season last year. 8th in rebounding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And he was a top 10 rebounder for good reason. I mean, he's incredibly intense, and he goes hard for the full 48 minutes.
The Heat leading by 7. That's a 2 from Dang. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's 11 points for Luol Deng.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.